Ronald Reagan Elementary School in Wildomar, California, was opened in 2005 with an instructional program that is based on a constructivist's view of education. It is the first school in California to emphasize this learner-centered approach to education that uses, among other strategies, multi-age classrooms. With students at varying ages, abilities, and readiness, differentiated instruction was a natural choice for the teachers at this school. To accommodate students at different stages of learning, many of the teachers provide multiple learning options in a given lesson. This allows high-end learners to move at a faster pace and with more difficult activities. In the same classroom, students requiring more time and a less complicated approach study the same subject. In this classroom, we will watch as teacher Teresa Kent has divided her students into groups so that all students are appropriately challenged with her lesson on fractions. Now let's watch as Mrs. Kent introduces the lesson.
My name is Teresa Kent, and this is Stage 2, second and third grade, multi-age. And today we're going to be measuring fractions with our seniors, and our juniors are going to be having a choice of playing a concentration game with fractions, or they're going to choose a fraction game to play. The juniors are our second graders, or those that are not ready for adding fractions, and our seniors are our third graders, or those that are ready for adding fractions. Boys and girls, today we're going to be working with fractions again. And this time I'm going to have some of my students working over here with Mrs. Beltzner, and some of you will be working over here. So if you are a junior, then I'm going to have you come sit over here. And if you are a senior, come sit over on this side of the room. And Chris, I'm going to have you join us over here, and Nicholas over here also. So go ahead and move to where I've asked you to. And then fill in the seats. Quickly, girls. Now, juniors, you're going to have a choice of playing concentration or a memory game with fractions, or you can play one of the two fraction games that we have so that you can work on recognizing fractions with the picture. Okay, so Mrs. Belzer is going to take you on the floor, and you're going to choose what you'd like to do, and then the rest of you over here, you have in front of you a measuring fraction paper. And I'm going to split you into groups of 3. So I'm going to have the 3 of you work together. So you can stand up over here, and you can move this box out of the way. And Chris, I'm going to have you work with Nicholas and Oliver over here. And the 3 of you right here, you can stand up on this side. And then Elvin, I'm going to have you working with Jazrael and Caitlin over here. So you can stand up and push the chairs in. Okay. Now, in front of you, you have a measuring fraction. How can we measure fractions? Have you ever thought about that? How many of you have ever cooked before? Helped mom or dad cook?
I made a double-decker sandwich, but it tasted yucky.
Oh, how many? Really? How many of you have ever helped mom or dad bake a cake? Ooh. Okay, let's put our hands down.
I helped her bake cookies.
Yeah? Well, then that's the same thing, because you've had to use something that's on the table there. What? Measuring cups. Well, those measuring cups are marked on them. And what's some of the markings that they have on them?
Fractions.
There's fractions on them, right?
1/8.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. 1/4. What's another one?
1/3.
1/3.
1/2.
A half.
And a whole.
And a whole. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm going to give you about 2 minutes. I want you to read through the directions on that paper, and then I want you to come up with one question that you have. One question that you have about those directions. So with this paper, go ahead and read your directions together. Okay, you can read them. Just read them to yourselves, but read them all together. Here you go. Read your directions together. Okay, there you go. So right now what we're doing, the students are reading their directions, and they're going to come up with a question that they have about what they're doing. Instead of me asking them for questions, they're going to come up with a question. Okay, boys and girls, what is your question that you had? What is your question about the directions?
Take one of the measuring cups and fill it to the top with water.
Is that a question? Come up with a question. I want you to come up with a question that you had about those directions. Come up with a question that you have about those directions. You have a question? Okay.
Which one do we put in?
Oh, which one do we put in? That's your choice to choose which one to start with.
Okay.
What's your question?
In what order?
In what order? In any order you'd like? Yes, what else?
Do we like, if we're doing 1/4, do we just get 1/4 and we pour it in there twice? Or this is
Yes, you pour in 1/4 twice. Okay, following, good question. Boys and girls, did you hear that question? The question was, go ahead.
If you get like 1/4, do you pour it in twice? Or can you pour 1/4 and 1/3?
Ah, the question was, if you have 1/4, do you pour it in twice? Oliver, are you listening?
Yes.
Okay. If you have 1/4 cup, do you pour it in twice? Take enough water twice and pour it in the large measuring cup? Yes. You don't use different sizes. What do you do with the paper?
You write that and label.
Oh, draw and label what you're doing. Right. Another question I have, do each of you do this? Yes, each of you is going to do this. Okay, so go ahead and get started. What does it say to do?
Repeat the process.
Fill it close to the top with water. Good. Okay, there's one.
Okay, 1,
Okay, and then what about this one?
2,
What's this one?
3. Okay.
What's this one?
1 cup.
I don't know. Wow. You want to try it again? Pour it back in and try it again. And then what do you need to do? Draw. You need to write it down. Follow you. Write down the amount of water that you pour in the large cup.
Well, this is not. What is it? It's cold. It is? So it says 3/4 and 6.
Okay.
1/4.
So take one of the measuring cups, fill it close to the top with water. Okay. Pour it in the large measuring cup. Okay. Write down the amount. Do number 3. So you should all be writing it down. Okay. How much was it? Look on here. Look on here. What does it say?
1 cup.
1 cup. Oh.
But the water, it's too low.
Oh. So scoop it. Well, you can use another one to fill it.
Okay.
Couldn't you? Yeah. There you go. Okay, so try it again.
Okay, whatever. Again. Wait up. We've only did 4 of them. We just need one cup. But I don't know which one that is.
Okay. So how we do? Okay.
All of you're pouring way too much.
Okay.
Let's pour it back down to 150. I thought we needed to
Okay.
do it 5 times. Every time we pour one, okay, that's enough.
Is it?
Now we just.
Did you look on the other side?
Same one.
Oh. Okay, go ahead.
And we raised it 1.
Did you write it down?
Oh, we did this.
Oh, did you write it down here though? No. Let's look at this here. Take one of the measuring cups and fill it close to the top with water. You did that. Okay. You poured it in. Write down the amount of water being poured into the large cup. Did you look at right here? Pencil cups right there?
I got my pencil.
Okay.
That's because he sits there.
That's okay. So how we do?
It's a label. You forgot you mean...
Did you draw the pictures?
Yeah.
You did? You did? Really? You drew a cup? Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. So you came to 1/2. What else could it be? 1/4 and 1/4 would be what? How many fourths? Did you pour in? Oh, very good. There you go. 2/4. And it's the same as what?
1/2.
Very good.
So I can write 2/4.
Give me 5.
So I can write 2/4 equals.
That's right.
Okay.
Very good. Okay. Excellent.
Cheer up. We need to do the drawing.
Okay, who's winning?
Me.
Very good. Okay.
Lucky.
Very good. Okay, let's see. Good job. Okay. Turn that one over. What does that say?
It's 5.
How many?
2 5s.
2
5.
fifths. Good girl. Okay, so put that one there. You guys can see through the cards. That's not fair. Is it? What does it say?
2 5s.
2 fifths. Okay, you got a match. Good job. How are we doing over here? Okay, let's see. How do we play the game? Let's look and see what we do to play the game. It says choose a game mat. Okay, so here's a game mat. We'll play. Okay, and a set of matching picture cards. You have the matching picture cards right here. Okay. Look at each fraction picture. Okay. Okay, find the card that shows an equivalent fraction. What does equivalent mean? Equal or same as. Equal or same as. Very good. Okay, so what's this one say? What fraction is that one? Okay, then 1/3. Okay, so which one of these shows the same as 1/3? Oh, yeah. So it's not that easy, huh? Which one? Look at these three. No, look at these. These are your choices right here. These are your choices. No, these are your choices right here. Which one will match this one here? Wow. Oh, you are right. Awesome. So 1/3 is the same as what? Well, let's wait. 1/3 is the same as what? What does this one say?
2 6.
2 6. 2 out of the 6 balloons are colored in. So it's the same. Very good. You think right? Let's see. Turn it over. Awesome. What does this one say?
2 4.
2/4, and this is 1.
1 second.
Nope.
1.
If we have, how much is that?
1.
And how much is that?
1.
Okay, and there's how many?
2.
So it's 1.
1 2.
Oh, you guys forgot? If I take a whole pizza and I split it in
2.
half, there you go. Good job.
You got this down.
Okay, so what are you supposed to do with this one? Did you read the directions here? Choose a pizza card. Did you choose a pizza card? Did you? There's a pizza card right here. Okay, and you need to find use the other pizza cards to find what fraction is shown. Oh, there you go. So now you have to use these fractions to find what pizza's part of the pizza. Okay, so what would the fraction look like? Very good. Awesome. Give me 5. Give me 5, kid. All right. Cool. Okay, do the next one. Okay, now put this one up here, and then do the next one. Good job. You guys are awesome. I say give them different fractions. Different set. You're done? Okay, let's see what you got. Okay.
3 8. Oh man, I knew that one. Okay, your turn. 2 4. I bet you won't get this one. I know. Ricky, is this one 4? No. 0. And
All the way. All the way. There you go. There. I know. You'll get to do it. Oh, good. Okay. 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 What did he do? He just poured in another third.
the one half. Look at
Okay.
1/2.
Okay. So let's look. Now let's look at it. Come on over here. Let's get down and let's look at it. 1/3 and 1/3 is what?
2/3.
It's 2/3. Write that down. Nicholas, come here. Let's see. You put in 1/3 and then you put in another third in, and what does it equal?
2/3.
Oh my goodness. Do you have that written down there?
Why'd you do that? Oh, sorry.
Okay.
One
And what's this one?
1/3. 8.
1/8. What do you notice about them? So see what's happening here? The bigger the number on the bottom, or the denominator, the smaller the amount.
This.
There you go. Then you won't punch holes through it.
Okay. Now.
Okay, pour in another third. Or another eighth, I'm sorry. Another eighth.
Mini me.
So you've got, what is this one?
3/3.
Oh, okay, so this time pour in 3 of each side. Now, not each size like that, but each size are the same. Each size are the same. So you want to, right, So try that again. So take those out. So if you do 3 of these, and then do 3 of those, and then do 3 of these, and do 3 of those. See what you get.
That's what I was doing. I already did that one and that one.
Okay.
That one, that one.
Okay, boys and girls, I'm going to give you about 2 more minutes. Careful.
The paper's already soaking.
Okay. Okay, boys and girls, we did a lot of different things today. And first of all, Brianna, what did you learn from doing the memory game, the concentration memory game?
That you can see through. Yeah.
Oh, you can see through them? Okay,
Yeah.
we're going to have to
And
do,
then
okay.
you have to actually match them.
You have to actually match them.
And then it helps you a lot by doing more multiplication.
Multiplication?
No. Fraction.
Oh my goodness.
Fraction.
Right. Okay, Ryan and Alex, what did you learn from what you did today? Oh, you were with Preston. Okay, what did you learn today? What's that big word?
Oh, equivalent.
Oh, equivalent fractions. Very good. Equivalent fractions. Did you find it was hard or easy?
A little hard, a little easy.
A little hard, a little easy. Just with more practice, you'll get better, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And Dira, were you working with Brianna and Brianna? Okay. And Ricky and Alex, what did you do?
The pizza fractions.
Oh, the pizza fractions. And what did you have to do?
To tell what the fraction is.
Oh, the fraction. How did you know? How did you figure that out? What did you have to do? Because I saw there were some pieces missing. So how did you know how many pieces were missing?
No, I just already wrote it down on the paper.
Oh, so I put it down. Okay, and my seniors, what did you discover? You did a lot of measuring and water works over there. What did you discover, Tim?
We discovered that the bigger the number is, the smaller the cup is.
Oh, the bigger the number where?
The bigger the number on the cup is, the smaller the cup is.
Oh, okay. So what if it had a 22?
It would be really
It
small.
would be like tiny.
Would it be a really small cup?
Yeah.
It would be
Yeah.
like that big.
So where was the bigger number? Was it on the top or the bottom?
It was on the bottom.
Oh, it was on the bottom, so it was the denominator. That's what it's called, the denominator. What else did you learn?
The Terminator?
Alvin.
I learned that it can take like 3 of these to make a hole. It can take 2 of other ones to make a hole and stuff like that.
Okay. What else? That's it?
Like for the 3/3, it could, since it's thirds, you need 3 of them to equal, and fourths, you need 4 of them to equal.
Oh, so you need whatever the bottom number is, you need the
make a
top number, which is the numerator, the number, to make a whole. Wow, that's really awesome. You know what, boys and girls, you learned a lot today, and you did a lot of different things by looking at playing a memory game, by playing games, and by measuring fractions. And we looked at, some of you even went so far as looking at the metric side, and that's really awesome. But we'll look at the fraction side again so that we can do some more discovering of adding fractions and measuring them. All right? So I want to thank you very, very much, boys and girls. I'm going to collect your papers, make sure your names are on them, and then if you could very carefully see if you can take those buckets over to this thing and dump that water. I thought the lesson went fairly well. The students that played concentration, there was a little glitch with them being able to see through the cards, but we'll have to fix that in the future. The other students that were playing the games of equivalent fractions, I was really impressed with them being able to understand that concept as well as they did. And then the two students that were playing the pizza game, they were able to understand that very quickly and move on and challenge each other. Over on the other side of the room with the measuring fractions, at first I went, wow, they weren't getting it. And then just with a little prompting, they were able to see with a little bit more clear directions exactly what it is that they were looking for. And they came up with a lot of surprises, which I thought were very interesting, finding equivalent fractions themselves. And then also seeing that they were adding the fractions, and also they were able to challenge themselves, and they started, one of the groups got a little beyond what I was asking and started pouring in all of the different cups, but then they were able to see what adding those fractions actually came to, and that was a real good discovery for them. The actual approach to just discovery is allowing them the deeper understanding so that they can grasp that concept and make it their own, and then they have that understanding to carry over into work that they see, such as on the standardized tests. When they look at fraction problems, they can actually see in their mind what they were doing to learn and know that they understand it, so they can carry it on to deeper problems. The multi-age is pretty exciting because you get to match an older with a younger student, and there's a lot of peer helping. Those students that don't understand a concept yet, you can work with them in a small group, whereas others can go on and work on something that's a little bit more difficult or at their level. And it's exciting to see that the younger kids actually gain more knowledge, having the older kids with them and seeing what they're going to be working with. And we don't worry about the ones that don't get it because they'll have another year with us.